Hey friends, we are now on our second part of our Vectr logo project. So I hope that you're getting closer to finishing up tracing the parts of your image. My image is in fact right here. And these are the parts that I've traced on it. Now I don't have to trace every piece here because I'm not recreating someone's image that they have. I'm using it as a reference. I'm going to hide the image right now though, because I want to start adding colors to my parts. Now we're going to have a few issues because depending which part you actually traced first, the layers might be in a different order. So similar to when we were in Pixlr, you're going to have to move around your layers in order to make certain that they're on top of each other. We used to have that bring forward, send back button. There's not one in Vectr like that. So you're going to be using the dragging feature of dragging your layers up and down. I wanted to show you one other cool piece here, and that is how you can copy something. So I have this cool nostril and I want to have the same one on the other side. So one way you can do something, these ones I actually made individually, which probably took a long time and is a little crazy. You can hit Control C and Control V. So Control C for copy, Control V for paste on a Windows. And if you're on a Mac, Command C and Command V. I'm going to hit Control C since I'm on a Mac. And then when I hit Control V, or maybe Command C, Command V, I will get that copy of it. So I have it over here. What I can do is I can use my arrow keys or I can drag it around to have this. Now I want to flip this. And one of the cool pieces about stuff is that you can flip vertically, you can flip horizontally, and this is the send back and send forward. So there is that feature here, but it gets a little tricky, so I think it's easier to play around with the layers. So now I have this here. I might still want to move it over a little bit more to match. Now I've done matching nostrils. Now I want to dye this nostril and have it actually be black. So I can go over here and play around with the coloration of things. So if I want this to be black, I can go over here, find a black color, and choose that. If I like this color here, I can then take it over and bring it here too. And I can start to play around with some of these features. Now maybe here I want to have my nostrils black, but not the same black as that other background there. So maybe more of a gray color. And as I start to play around with these pieces, I can start giving them different colors. What's cool is you can also add things like gradients in here. So I can go here and I can actually put a linear gradient in, so it will go up and down, or a radial gradient, which will come out of the center. So those are things that you can play with. I'm actually going to do that for my background and not this piece here. My tongue, adding a color in here. Maybe I want it to have some type of pink tone to it. That one looks kind of vomit-like. Maybe more of a reddish pink. How about something like this? Yeah, like that better. Now here's that problem where this is going over the other piece. So I go here and I can take this and I can drag it down and I can put it below other layers. And I notice there's some little holes in here, so I might want to use my arrow keys to put this up so it actually goes behind that whole part of the nose there. Big parts like my background, that's one I might really want to give that cool linear gradient to, which is very cool. You might want to add shadows. So that's something that I've added to these pieces here. And I'll show you how you can do that with some of the eyes here too. So maybe I want to change this color to something that is still in that gray category, but lighter than what I had. You can change the borders here by going up in size. You can make the thickness of it larger or smaller. You can add shadows to it. So I can go to the